Hi, this is Jedi Steve, and me and my company are new in the artificial intelligence space, and we're not bringing knowledge. We are bringing a set of skills and words like compassion and humility to help so this doesn't collapse. So, machine learning is good for something. As people have told me, it's good from getting to point A to point B. And a lot of times we try to operate with our brains in that same manner. There's more thinking going on in your heart than there is in your brain. This is backed by science. There's more thinking going on in your gut than there is in your brain. A lot of business people, even though business for a lot of people is about etiquette opposed to channeling into your mind, your heart, and your gut, say, oh, I made it a gut decision. So why would you block off this? Why are we trying to turn people into Darth Vaders? Why are we taking people to the dark side instead of having them think throughout their mind, throughout their heart, throughout their gut? There's more thinking going on in your individual cells. So we have machine learning and we have mission learning. So we're going through life, cause and effect. That's part of my formula. I say this, I get this result. I eat this, I get this result. Cause and effect. But our life's so full up with so many strategies that we get stuck. For most people, the only thing that breaks them out for a reason, a season, or a lifetime is chaos. The other part of the formula. So most people think of chaos as bad shit happening. But chaos can be little things. Chaos can actually be good things happening. So the third part of the formula, this is the compassion formula, because I believe compassion is the most productive energy of the universe. And I'll tell you why in a second. But the third part of the formula is humility. People think of words like vulnerability and humility and compassion as weak words because we draw on them during times of weakness. And we don't want to judge ourselves as being weak, so we judge the words as being weak. One of my recent clients said Silicon Valley failed. His company failed and went bankrupt, but he blamed Silicon Valley because that would have been too much for him to blame himself. And I'm not absent of playing the blame game, but at this point in my life, I know that playing the blame game and not being more responsible for what you're putting out in the universe is an extreme flaw. So humility is catching things and noticing patterns. Going back to your individual cells have evolved over time, and there is mission learning based on mistakes that were made in the past, in the present, and will be made in the future. And your body will put brakes on certain things. And if we take out all the chaos out of things, and we're just letting all these computers be like the Darth Vaders doing it, and we're just operating off of that instead of sitting and thinking, okay, if I do this, a bunch of people are going to lose jobs. What industry can I create to decentralize these people and move them over to something else that maybe they didn't like these jobs, that's why it's collapsing, but can we think of something else instead of just figure, and I'm not talking about independent basic income or something like that. I'm talking about something that we can thrive on this planet and come up with like solutions that aren't even my mind. And it's not me just coming up with a solution. It's not just our leaders coming up with the solution. This is a collective problem, and we need collective solutions. And going back to compassion, the reason why I believe compassion is the most productive energy in the universe is because bad shit happens to us. And let's take the Amber Alerts. I think it's a perfect example. It's a way to do it. In the US, we have these Amber Alerts that if somebody steals a kid they put their license plate. It goes to all the cell phones. It goes on signs that are around there so we can catch somebody, because usually in the first 24 hours, if you don't catch somebody that kidnaps a kid, most likely the family's shit out of luck. So this family, the parents of Amber, their daughter ended up dying. And they didn't say cause and effect. Oh, I'm gonna go get a social media class so I can figure out how to spread this stuff, figure out hashtags, study hashtags for 6 months, or whatever the case. I'm like, I'm not gonna go to law school to do it. What they did is they took that sadness. This is how compassion is committed. They took that sadness. Can't imagine how sad it would be, but I know it would be sad to lose a child. They took that sadness and that pain that they're feeling. Instead of giving up, what they did was they were guided by not the anger, not the sadness, not the deep, deep level of sadness, but they combined it with love. Love way bigger than all of us. Love that was so powerful that they combined that anger, that animosity, that frustration with love. And that's how you create compassion. And then they were guided. Okay, let me talk to politicians. Politicians, when you can get numbers and get stuff in there, you can move the needle on the way that you're doing that. Artificial intelligence, we as humans, with the evolution of our heart, our mind, our heart, and our gut, and our individual cells, can sit presently meditating or going for walks or getting in with play, but being in the world, mission learning, going on missions, throwing ourselves in uncomfortable situations, really looking at things from many different angles, talking to people, finding ways to do stuff, and then asking the right questions to guide the computers from point A to point B, but not the kind of point A to point B that we've been doing it, just a point A to point B at a whole new level to create a better world that is more compassionate, more humble, and fun as fuck. Thank you very much. I hope this was of value to you. Peace.